Hello, welcome to your April video tutorial. So, change of plan today. Today I want to show you some Qigong. If you've been on my workshops before, you'll have done a Qigong warm-up with me. So Qigong essentially means Qi referring to the energy, Gong referring to work. So working with the energy. The Qi or energy is the life force that's in us and everywhere else, and we're simply harnessing it. And it's useful for public speaking because it can help with nerves and stress beforehand, and it's useful for any kind of stress in our life, particularly at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. And obviously it's a stressful time for a lot of people. So let's start off with a very brief warm-up. So if you want to start gently shaking, bouncing from the knees and making sure you've got a nice bounce going on in your arms. And you can do this for as long as you like. It should feel quite nice. If it doesn't, obviously stop. Once you've done a bit of shaking, you can then do some tapping. So tapping all around the head, over the face, and then across the chest, under the arms, and then down the arms. Do whatever pressure feels good for you. Around the tummy, and then the top of the back, the middle back, the lower back, and then bottom, and then your hips, and then down the outside of your legs, your feet, and up the inside of the legs. You can do it for longer than that, but I'm simply demonstrating now. And then we're going to go on to do part of a Huagong form, which is a style of Qigong called the healing form. And it's super simple, that's why I want to show it to you. It's really easy to learn. So if you start with your feet hip width apart and knees bent slightly, pelvis tucked under, and have your arms so they're hanging just off your body. Imagine a small space there. And then start by drawing up the earth energy by bringing your hands up to your chest, at your chest level. Then open them out, imagining you're opening a scroll, and then you're connecting with the horizon, where the earth meets the sky. And then you're taking them up, and you can look up at this point to the sky, connecting with the sky energy, and then bring them down behind your head, over in front, and then down your central channel till you get to your middle, and then your hands part around your hips, and then you can bring them down the outside of your legs, around your feet, and up the inside of your legs, up to your chest, where you simply repeat. And it's useful to do this quite a few times till you get the hang of the movement. And once you get the hang of the movement, you'll find that you can relax into it, and you'll also find that you need to put less effort in, and it's almost like the Qi or the energy is moving you rather than you're doing the movement. So I think you'll have the hang of the movement now. What you can do, you can play with this. You can speed it up at times and slow it down at times. You can even stop in certain positions. I suggest you have a play. See how you get on with it. I would love to answer any questions, so please do get in touch with me if you've got any questions about this form. You can finish off by simply pushing the energy back to the ground like this. You can also have a meditation there if you want to. And then you can brush off. So you brush off any excess unwanted energy that's been stirred up because you've got in all that fresh Qi. Enjoy your Qigong practice. Thank you very much. See you next month.